So have you ever wanted to be able to change the color of your model, of your layers on your model, with just the click of a button, and be able to hex code in your specific color into whatever model you want? Then keep on watching. That's what we're doing today. Alright, so go ahead and create the shape that you want to put hex codes to, or the expression that you would like to edit with hex codes. The best way I think to describe it is kind of make a silhouette that you like, and then go in and change the hex codes. So I'm gonna do that real fast. So now that you have your silhouette and everything is ready, I changed the colors that I could change, but the rest needs to be hex coded in. So let's do that. What you want to do is first go to settings right here, and then you want to go to the person icon, the model settings, and right here is customize model. You want to hit it. Then these pop up. What you want to do is choose customize multiply screen color for art message. Select. And now this beautiful screen pops up. So I'm just gonna go through really fast, show you what everything does. So this, you can press whatever layer you want with your mouse. So let's say this. I'm gonna do this right here. And so all of these layers show up. I did a complicated one because it's easier to explain that way. All of these were at the point where I clicked on the mouse, all of these layers. So you can go through and you can press the eyeball icon and see it'll flash red what layer this corresponds to. So when you go through and you find the layer that you want, so we'll do this one. Okay, so this is like the inner fluff of my ear. What you want to do is click it on, so it's blue. And then this is the multiply section. So this will be basically your color, and it multiplies onto the layer. So if your layer is already black, it's not going to do anything because multiplying black just becomes continually black. It's just going to continue to be black. But if you have white, like this, you can make it whatever color you want. You can, there's so many sliders, so much customization, right? Or you can put your hex code in right here. And then you can press OK, and then this is the screen. So the screen is kind of like a white. This, instead of like adding additionally onto it, this kind of is just a whole layer color, I guess. Which is useful, but if you have detailed stuff, especially like lines and everything, then this is going to kind of white out all of that good detail. Which is why I decided that it was a good idea to have all of my layers default in white, so that you could just do the multiply layer and you don't have to deal with the screen layer and everything will be fine. But you can screen hex code right there if you want to. You can press OK. And then now that I have this great green right there, the really cool thing is that if you click on another layer, you can paste the last multiply color layer, say OK, and paste the last screen layer too. Press OK. So then you don't have to keep on keying in your stuff or keep on finding that color over and over and over again. And if you undo this, then it goes back to normal. So with that, I'm gonna key in my hex codes real fast, and I will be right back. One thing I forgot to say is that the hair, all of these hair pieces, to let the eyes shine through, there's actually technically 4 layers of each piece of hair, or the ones that are in front of the eyes. One of them is at 50% opacity, the rest are at 100, and it just keys through to whatever hair that you want. So with this one, I have technically only 2 are active. There's the 100% one and there's the 50% one. So you have to change both hex codes to be able to get the true color of the hair. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So there's this one, and there's this one. So this is probably gonna be the 100%, and this is probably gonna be the 50%. So let's just do it and see what happens. This is my hex code. So I'm only doing a multiplier layer, I'm not doing a screen layer. See how this is not the true color that I want? But when I do this one, this is the true color that I want. This is it. So, good. So now I have to go through and do all of my hair this way. So now, you can see that I have great orange hair. Yay! So, the thing about this model is usually I put all of the stuff at default white so that you can easily hex code anything to this and it'll be fine. So the best way to do this model with hex codes is if you want to change your skin color, I would suggest doing it with the slider because there's so many little tiny parts that you'll just not be able to find them until you end, and then you're like going through, or you're moving your model and then you're like, oh shit, there's a layer, right? Just find the skin color. I made so many skin colors. Just find one that's closest to the one that you like and go with that one. And you can hex code everything else. The hair, like I said, there's a 50% layer on top and then the 100% layer on the bottom. So you need to color code both of those to be able to get the hair color that you want. Now, you see that I have still some white clothing on me. This is not the final design, but the next video is gonna be about editing patterns and textures into the texture atlas to get a pattern onto the already made clones. So that's what we're gonna do then. And for my little stem at the top, that's what we're gonna do. So at this point, what you wanna do is you want to record these colors and make it a toggle so you can easily get to it and take it off, right? Because otherwise, when you go to, well, let's first make an expression and then I'll show you what it does. So when you do this, you gotta go to your hotkey settings and expressions, press the plus at the bottom, name this something. I'm gonna name mine Kabo color. I keep the big bald head to Bing. That's why that was happening. So what we want to do is we want to art mesh color preset right here. And then this will change to record settings. Record it. And then I'm gonna change this to my cross-eyed. Yeah, okay. So now I can take it off. Put it back on. Yay! There's one more thing I forgot to show you guys. Okay, hold on. Or when you get to the multiply, what you can do is right here, you can change the opacity of the layer. So you can make layers disappear if you don't want it, you know? So like, if I don't want this, yes, I could do the toggle, but I could also go like this. Okay, this iris. If I don't want this iris, I could just turn it off. It's not there anymore, see? Alrighty, thank you guys for watching. If you have any comments, please, or questions, please let me know in the comments. I am going to be putting out videos a lot. Anyway, if you want this model, link will be in the description. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Goodbye!